special guests from our music district community. Please welcome Joel Carson, Mara Costa High School's band director. And we've got Tim Nail, the elementary school's band director. And lastly, we'd like to thank our band director here at MBMS, Mr. Matthew Chavez. We thank him for his hard work with our students and for tonight's performance. Without further ado, thank you for being here. We hope you enjoy the concert.
The combined intro and cadet bands opened tonight's concert with a piece titled Of Distant Peaks. This exciting work paints a musical picture of towering mountains rising far off on the horizon. The music begins with a majestic opening, before leading us on a journey with changing tempos and sweeping melodies. Moments of excitement are balanced by calm and peaceful sections that capture the beauty and stillness of the mountains. Please enjoy Of Distant Peaks. Cadets Band next piece is titled Matrix. This energetic piece has a fun, catchy melody along with syncopated rhythms. This piece is especially challenging because of its changing time signatures, tricky rhythms, and moments where individual sections play on their own. And at the end of the piece, it includes a fun body percussion feature before the music returns for one final exciting statement of the main theme. Please enjoy our performance of Matrix.
reoccurring melody that moves throughout the ensemble. In the middle of the piece, the music briefly slows down to feature two solos by flute and trumpet before building back to the original theme. With its steady pulse and exciting energy, please enjoy Amber Moon.
frontier. This exciting work brings to life the image of a Lone Ranger traveling across the wide open landscapes of the Old West. Throughout the piece, the percussion section helps create the sounds of the frontier, from the jingling of the rider's spurs to the steady gallop of a horse racing across the countryside. With bold melodies and adventurous energy, please enjoy the Great American Frontier.
And good evening and welcome. For those who do not know me, my name is Kevin Tran and I am the percussion director over at Miracosta High School. And for the past 2 years, I've had the honor and privilege of serving and helping out our percussion ensemble here at MBMS. And we're really excited to perform for you. Today on our program, we have a original composition that I wrote specifically for this group. You're gonna hear some really mature sounds coming from this group and just kind of put in perspective how much time we put into this program. We meet about once a week, or once every 2 weeks for about an hour, and we started working on this piece probably around our 8th rehearsal. We've got a total of 15, so roughly about 7 days worth of work here. And you're gonna be really impressed and really excited to really share with you the sounds that these students are creating with such basically a week of rehearsal time to put together this piece. So this is actually gonna be also a world premiere of the new piece, Eternal.
This beautiful chorale-style piece features a flowing melody that is patterned throughout the different sections of the band. Although the music may sound calm and simple, it requires a great deal of control, balance, and careful intonation from every musician to create its warm and impressive sound. We hope you enjoy the rich harmonies and lyrical melodies of Air for Band.
Symphonic Band's final piece is titled Dances of a Shimmering Spirit. Filled with life and energy, this exciting work features an intricate bass line, catchy melodies, and jazz-inspired articulation throughout the ensemble. In the middle of the piece, the music briefly shifts into a serene and beautiful section featuring a soaring melody in the first trumpets and French horns before returning to the excitement and intensity of the opening material. We hope you enjoy the energy, color, and brilliance of Dances of a Shimmering Spirit.
get so excited conducting music. No, I mean, first of all, every single day I come into the classroom, it is a new adventure. It's a new journey. And that is what I like to think of music as. I mean, every single piece that we learn, everything that we learn down to the techniques, the intonation, it's all part of this journey that we call music. And I think it is becoming increasingly more important that young people have music in their lives. Every day that goes by, I feel like sometimes we lose something as a people to hold on to and to work towards, and to have something that you can continuously work over a long period of time. There's no instant gratification in music. It is a constant struggle, a constant striving for the highest. And as much as I can help these kids be a part of that journey, a part of that striving for the highest, for the most excellence, that means everything to me. Coming into this year, I knew that it was going to be a challenge, and a challenge it has been, but at the end of the day, it has been worth it. I don't think I have ever left the school thinking, man, I wish I was doing something else. There's no other place I'd rather be than here. And so I thank you all for your support of these incredible, incredible students. And I thank you all for supporting not only music, but arts and education as well, for supporting these incredible young musicians, for probably hours and hours of practice that they've spent at home, and maybe been bothering the neighbors because of noise complaints, but it all goes towards something that is truly, truly special and increasingly more uncommon nowadays. We've got one last piece on the itinerary for today. This is going to be a combined piece between all 4 of our bands here today, as our percussionists go ahead and assume their performance spots. In preparation for this performance, I would like to welcome 2 of my colleagues, Mr. Timothy Dale, conductor and director of the elementary school band, as well as Mr. Joel Robson of Mariposa High School. Try my best not to drop the baton this time. This is our final piece of the evening. Thank you all so very much for being here in support of these incredible musicians. This is liturgical fanfare. Thank you.
came here to thank a very special person, Mr. Kevin Tran. I don't know where he's at, Mr. Tran has done so many things for this band that genuinely wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for him. So, he's worked so hard to do things that we wouldn't be able to do. But here I am, being able to play so many cool things. It's because of this band right here, so I appreciate that.
Mr. Chavez, thank you. You are such a great teacher, and we are so grateful to have you.
Thank you all so very, very much. Like I said, it truly, truly means the world to these kids that you all are able to support their incredible pursuit of music. As I said, it is a constant strive for the highest, and may I say that these musicians have truly risen to the occasion. Thank you all so very much for being here.